Hey guys, welcome back to Weeb101. And yesterday, and by that I mean last week,
Last week.
I got manga from my friends. I
Yes.
was really happy. It was really cool. So I have to show off something today as well, right? I mean, my birthday is coming up. My brother and sister bought me this beautiful mic. Beautiful. It looks
Beautiful.
really professional.
Very professional.
It's almost as if I am an actual podcaster making something out of my life. We all know that's not true, but still, here I go. And I didn't tell Sid about this. I got a
What?
cup of matcha tea.
What?
It's a Dragon Ball Z cup for those who haven't
Dude.
seen my Dragon Ball Z merch.
Wow.
official.
Dude. When did you get that?
I got this for my birthday 2 years ago.
Oh my. I had no idea you owned that cup, dude.
It was in my shelf, in the box, didn't touch anything.
Wow. You're properly weeped out, dude.
And-
Holy shit.
And today I finally touched it because I was like, well, looks like a
Yeah.
good time. So you can't see my mouth for this whole episode because of this beautiful, beautiful mic, and you won't be able to see it for the next few episodes as well. But if you're listening to only the audio, my god, my voice is going to sound so much better than Sid's.
Can't you just lower it and like not use the pop filter in front or whatever it's called?
Even then, the mic will block off the.
I see.
I
Okay.
can probably do this,
Oh yeah, your mouth is
How about
pretty
this?
visible here. Yeah, we can see your mouth.
but I have to talk into this anyway. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's. Let me just show it off one more time. Is that enough?
Yes, I
Okay,
think people
audio
have seen.
listeners, I am sorry. Do not kill me for this. Anyway, let's get started. I have my Dragon Ball Z cup with my Japanese tea. I'm wearing a
Japanese tea?
shirt. Yeah, it's matcha.
Wow, dude, look at you. Matcha
From
not doing
Japan,
a
mind you.
podcast. My god.
You can see my Minato poster in the back.
Yes.
You can see my figurines up there. Maybe one day I'll do a figurine face reveal. You can
Yes.
see Gudetama right over there. How do I point in? How do I point? How do I point? Like, I can't point. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's right there. It's right there. That's the one.
Right there, yeah.
That's the Gudetama. And I am fully weeped out today and ready to talk about our next topic. If in the anime life, in real life,
In
it's going to be
real
a
life.
mixture like our One Piece Dreams episode.
Yeah.
Sid, what is our topic for the day?
So today we're gonna talk about mistakes.
Mistakes.
In
You bet your ass there's going to be a lot of our life stories in there because we
Yes.
are mistakes.
we are wow, dude, too real.
Well, hopefully,
Yeah.
as the podcast goes on, we unravel some of our biggest repressed memories, and that's going to be really fun for everybody.
I'm not looking
But-
forward to that. But let's do it anyways. Who
Sid-
cares?
Sid is the one who came up with this topic, so I would like him to start off, and he took a sip of his tea, so I shall take a sip of mine.
It's just water. I'm not as weeped out as you. Just
Oh.
plain water in a normie mug.
Ha! I have a pro Dragon Ball Z mug, and I'm drinking
Using-
green tea. Goku would
yeah.
be proud.
Using my budget microphone, which is stuck to like a glass. But yeah.
If you guys want to sponsor Sid a microphone, please don't. I'm
Yes.
enjoying having a better microphone than
Wow, dude, wow.
This tea is
Anyways.
very good.
Yeah, dude, so let's start with mistakes. So let's start
Mistakes.
with talking about anime. So what are the biggest mistakes that characters or that characters in any anime or any story made that stand out to you?
I would like to say two things.
Okay.
Before this.
Yeah.
First one, watching anime was probably the mistake. We just spent way too much time and effort going into anime and manga, and we wasted a lot of our. I wouldn't say wasted because we enjoyed every moment.
We
of
enjoyed
it,
every
but
moment of
to
it.
normal people, we wasted most of our lives when it came to anime and manga.
Yeah.
Not that I regret it, but that might be a mistake. And the second one is the biggest mistake in anime and manga is not knowing how to end series.
Yeah. Well, I think I agree with you there. They make a lot of mistakes when it comes to ending series. Wait, your first point, I don't know if I agree with because it's a decision that we made and we enjoy. Even though some people may think they are mistakes, I see that, but I don't think it's a mistake. Why do you think it's a mistake, dude?
Well, we also played Dota and we've sunk in like 6,000 hours into that game. So, and now we're like, did I really have to spend so much time? But it's
Yeah,
always
that's
like
true.
That. I don't think
That's why I
it's
stopped.
not really a mistake.
Well,
but
I'm more on and off, but you have still continued, right?
So basically, what you're saying is I waste more of my life. I get
Yeah,
it. I
that's
get it.
true.
It's
I
fine.
don't waste as much, but I still waste my life in other ways.
You son of a bitch. You're not supposed to say that's true.
But it is.
Anyway,
But at least we're trying to
anime
turn our
mis-
mistake into something, if you want to call this a mistake, which I don't think it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's a mistake to watch anime and read manga. I do it every day. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's probably what people would say if they listen to this podcast. Be like, these two guys, they're making a podcast about anime and manga. What a waste of time.
I know, right? People
But
will probably
to
say
our
that.
viewer, we are probably gods. Thank you.
Okay. You're
But yeah,
welcome.
mistake number one of the anime life, anime world.
Yeah.
You need to know how to end a story. Don't be mistaken in the way to end a story. You don't end it with the power of nakama.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
going to mention which anime that was, but you guys should get it.
no, but the thing is, I don't know how many of these mangakas, when they start out, do they actually have the ending planned. I hope most of them do. But like, if we talk about the most popular one, right? Kishimoto Masashi's Naruto. I don't think he had any idea how to end it the way he ended it, right?
I don't think anyone had any idea of how it was supposed to end. In fact, people saying Toby was Obito, I didn't believe that. For a long time, I was
Oh,
against
yeah.
that fan
Definitely,
theory. Okay,
yeah.
I was like, no way, dude. He's gonna show us something special.
Hmm.
And then he showed us that Toby was Obito, and our hearts just fell immediately.
Yeah, he definitely made that up on the go. No way. I think even he thought it had to
In
be like
fact,
someone bigger.
I think he was like, okay, who can this be? I'm not really sure. And then he saw some online forum where someone was like, you know what, I think Toby is Obito. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Same side been crushed, blah blah blah. And Kishimoto Masashi was just like, that makes sense. Maybe I should do that.
Maybe I should
And
add it.
as it garnered more interest in the anime world, he was just like, fuck it, yeah, this is canon now.
Mhm.
If the author makes a head canon, does it become canon?
Well, yeah, because he made it. But still, the thing is, he made it on the go without thinking about the loopholes, right?
Yeah, I think it's not even the Obito being Toby part that was frightening in terms of how bad the story was going.
Yeah.
It was about how you got all these basic gods from the olden age of Naruto,
Yeah.
and you had to fight really hard to beat them. I would say the war arc starting also was good because you get to see a lot of the legends and how they perform and how the newcomers have to defeat the old guard.
Yeah.
And then you bring in Madara Uchiha, who destroys all the 5 Kage single-handedly.
Oh, that was too OP, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember that
Too
part.
OP. Like, for God's sake, he brings down a meteor and then brings down another one just for the hell of it. And Gara, of all people, is standing there like, is this the power of a god? Like, no, that is the power of a god, and he's not supposed to be that OP.
Yeah,
then
and
he
he's
was
supposed
that
to be
He
dead.
was that OP. Yeah, and then Naruto and Sasuke meet the Sage of 6 Paths. He gives them. Turns out they're Indra and Asura in their rebirths.
Yeah.
That one was like,
That
and
one
then-
was
and
just
then
going
they both-
somewhere. I was like,
Yeah, and then they both become really good, really strong, and they take on Madara, and then Madara gets taken over by, I forgot her name. What's her name?
is it the Kaguya?
Kaguya, yeah.
Yeah.
They get taken over by Kaguya. Madara gets taken over by Kaguya. Then Kaguya is extremely OP.
Oh,
and
dude.
Sasuke somehow still manages to be pro and jump through dimensions. And Naruto gets the fucking
And-
magma, Rasengan, and all that shit.
And then, do you remember reverse harem jutsu?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, so
Bullshit.
I think it was just a mess. Like the whole war in the end was just a mess. He was just trying to add things here and
Huge
there.
mess. Yeah, I think he tried to just build it up in scale, make it more and more epic, and then instead of, at some point, like a bubble, instead of just going further out, it just
Yeah, it just
Right back
imploded. That was. He made a lot
And
of
Naruto's
interesting decisions throughout the show.
very
I would
interesting,
say
very
Yeah.
questionable,
Very
interesting
questionable decisions. Yeah.
But Naruto was not even the worst with its endings, I would say. Can we just
That's
take
true.
a small moment to talk about Fairy Tail?
Oh my god! All the fairy tale haters are gonna love this section.
Are
But
there a lot
yeah,
of fairy tale
dude,
haters?
Fairy Tail is one of the most hated anime online as far as I've seen. Everyone shits on Fairy Tail for some reason. I don't know why.
That makes me a little sad because it started out really great. I really like the
Yeah.
starting of fairy tale.
By the way, we haven't seen the anime. We've only read the manga. I think I only saw a few episodes in the beginning of the anime, but I've mostly only read the
I
manga.
think even I've seen like a couple of episodes. I know the theme song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know the theme song. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really the bagpipes and shit. That's really
Oh
cool.
yeah, that
But
was cool.
unfortunately, the manga might just have won the worst anime
Oh
ending
dude,
in history.
such a big letdown, dude. It's like I don't know what happened to him. Like if he got a seizure or something while writing the story. Like I don't know what.
Sid, I have a surprise for you.
What?
I have normie water in normie bottle anyway.
Wow, what a surprise, dude. Are you trying to are you trying to make it like make our uplift our moods before we start talking about fairy tale?
One part of it just came out in my face right now.
Did you drink like a piece of plastic or something?
Yeah, basically, and it gave me the shock of my life when
Dude,
I felt it.
did you like ingest it?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay, good.
Thankfully.
Damn it. No, damn it. Oh, damn. Dude, you're lucky.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So, for people who watched only the fairy tale anime, I believe the anime ends a long time before the manga does. The anime never completed its course.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever ended. Yeah.
Holy shit, the manga was bad, guys. It was really, really,
Oh
really,
my
really
God.
bad.
The biggest
There's Zeref, who is
disappointment.
supposed to be the most OP character in the fairy tale universe.
Yeah.
He uses dark magic. People around him just die. They don't have a choice. They just die. It just happens involuntarily. And he gets the strongest mages across the world and he attacks Fairy Tail. And they're supposed to be losing. They are
Yeah.
losing. They're overwhelmed.
They are losing.
And then Natsu in the end tries to beat Zeref one-on-one, gets his ass kicked.
Natsu was end, right? That was
Natsu
supposed.
was end, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you can't
exactly.
forget
That was
Natsu
the
was
biggest.
end.
People, I thought when people were saying
And
Natsu was end, people were just memeing, you know.
yeah, I know.
But holy shit, they
Well, it
actually
came
he
true.
went.
It-
I
It's
think.
like Toby Obito all over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. He definitely did that. He was like, okay, let's make him end then.
Yeah, and so Zeref and Natsu fight, and Natsu wins through the power of Nakama.
Nakama.
I'm not even kidding. The last part is him saying, "You can't defeat Fairy Tail. We are Nakama." And then
Yeah.
he gets all his power up in a punch, which he used that punch for the second time. And the first time he just got completely deflected. And the second time with the power of Nakama, he defeats the greatest evil wizard of in history.
But that's not even the worst part about the show.
I don't even remember the rest of it, man. I've blocked the ending of Fairy Tail off my memory.
Dude,
Only the Zeref part sung.
Zerif and the what's her name? The
Marvis.
yeah, Marvis. That can we talk about how messed up that was? That random relationship between them.
The, yeah, and how they reincarnate as little kids.
Yeah,
Even
and
though she was a little kid and he had the
I
hots
know,
for
right?
her.
And the thing is, so in the end, it became all about like both of them. Like the last chapters were all about them and their lives, and they forgot about like everyone else in Fairy Tail, like like Natsu, Erza. They didn't talk about anything. It was just about Marvis and Zeref in the end. And we're like, what? What is this? What's
Yeah.
going on? Like, what happened to like the whole show and all these characters you
Well,
build
she
up?
was one of the founding mothers of Fairy Tail, the guild.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe
true.
they wanted to show some importance to her. But then literally every other character had their moments in the final battle.
Yeah.
And well, it was just a mess of a story, man. It was
It
like
was
I was
just a
watching
mess.
Bleach happen all over again.
I know
But
it
even
was.
Bleach had, at least Bleach had the decency to not say power of Nakama or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Although
not
Bleach
yet.
is plenty fucked up on its own.
Bleach
a
is
terrible
messed
ending.
up on his own. Also, no, so we can talk about mistakes that mangakas made, but can we talk about mistakes that characters made, decisions in their
Of
story?
course. That's
yeah.
the main thing. I was
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
I just wanted to get the mistakes mangaka made.
Okay.
Right out.
I think we can
first.
talk. We can do a whole episode and keep talking about what we think. Like
Yeah, I know. It's not. I don't think it's about what we think anymore. It's just like I think the world knows that anime endings are bad.
Anime endings
Unless you're
are
looking
bad.
at Death Note, Bakuman.
Yeah, some. No,
I'm done, I think.
I think most of them just have like pressure of cancellation. Just I think because of that they make like hasty decisions. For most manga we have read, you can see that happen. You can see them make that actual decision to end it because it's getting cancelled, right?
I'm not sure because Naruto was and Bleach were definitely not going to be
No,
cancelled even
not
if they
not
went down in
those. I'm saying the
ratings.
other smaller ones that we have read, right? Like for
Yeah, the
example,
smaller ones, yeah.
Gans. Like Gans ended suddenly. Remember, they just ended it
Yeah.
in like 2-3 episodes. Like revealed like this whole big project by like aliens or something. I don't even know what was so
Yeah.
confusing. Talking about. You remember in that room with those 3 heads or something in the last episode?
I think that's like a Brahma
Yeah, yeah.
inspired character. Brahma is a four-headed god in Indian mythology.
Hmm.
Is he three-headed? Four-headed? I don't remember.
Four, three, I think three, but yeah, that's probably holy shit. But yeah,
We do not know our
three-headed.
mythology.
He's three-headed, I think. I don't think there's a head
Okay,
behind
then
him. Yeah.
please Google it, somebody. Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah. So that was a weird ending for Gans, but I think Gans' ending was much better than One
Yeah,
Piece.
but
Sorry, One Piece, Naruto
it
or
was still
Bleach.
definitely forced, right? It was still we could
Yeah.
see that the artist had to make up something. Like even
Hey, okay, you know what? Now you got me going. The worst ending, which was so obviously forced, was Slam Dunk.
hey, I don't mind Slam
Horrible,
Dunk's
horrible
ending.
force.
Why do you hate it so
What?
much? I don't hate Slam Dunk's ending.
Don't
It's
you
okay.
don't you remember? Don't you remember how it ended? Did we
I
read different
do.
manga?
It just doesn't end. That's the ending, right? It doesn't end.
No, no. He said. Oh, he hurts his back in the last
And they lost. I
chapter,
think it's about them
and then
losing the matches later,
and then
right?
no, they win the match. They win that match, and then in just one sentence, like, and then they lost the rest
And
of the
then they
matches,
lost.
and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
win the championship, and then they became older, and his back is still hurt. I'm like, man, what the hell happened around?
Yeah, he
Like,
just
really,
ended it there.
all that. Yeah, I did not like
Oh,
that
I
ending.
forgot. I remember. I thought. Wait, then I forgot the ending, I think. Because I thought they lose the last match and that's how it ends. But I
No, they
think
win
I
the
remember
match
now.
where
Yeah,
he
yeah, I remember.
hurts his back.
Oh, yeah,
And then
they.
it goes on, and then
Oh,
in one
yeah.
line they just say
Dude.
they lost all the other matches. They
I
lost at
remember
this
this.
time, and
Yeah.
then
It was.
Slam Dunk
It,
was like a
it was really exciting because like till the last chapter like there were these like clutch moments we were reading, right? Like each
yeah.
one of them we were like
E-
following it
each
so
team, yeah.
closely. Yeah, it was so amazing. And then in the end they're like yes, and then after that they lost everything. The manga ends. Yeah, that I remember that now. Yeah, that
Yeah.
hurts. Yeah.
And also I would like to say you don't know this, but I would like to say Haikyuu has a terrible ending.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
This I have been saying it from the first episode of this podcast. I mention it at least once in every episode. Haikyuu's ending sucks. Come at me, Haikyuu lovers. I can take you all on. I'll tell you the ending if you don't mind spoilers. That is,
No,
and
do
you will
not.
join me.
No, the thing is, well, I'm still pre Haikyuu ending. I haven't been spoiled yet, so I'm still at the stage you were before, which is loving Haikyuu.
Loving it to the I'm telling you, loving Haikyuu, it's like an abusive relationship, man. It's gonna hurt you, you know it, but then you still stay on because you think it can get better. No, it won't. You just need to get the fuck out there.
Yeah. Well, what can you do about this? Also,
I shall
what?
I shall make sure that if we have at least one viewer or maybe two viewers, I will make Sid live stream Haikyuu's ending and he'll be watching it. His reaction will be live streamed and
Oh my
people should be
god.
like, Brew was right. Brew was right. From the start, Brew was right.
Well, let's see. We can probably do that later on if we get one viewer.
Yep. So guys, one viewer, just watch everything we put out. One guy needs
One
to do
guy.
it.
Yeah.
Every video. And
Probably-
follow us on Twitter. I put a lot of memes out there.
Probably Audie will be the one guy watching us live.
Well, that's okay. I think Audie would really appreciate how you will suffer at the last episode of Haikyuu.
Also, I want to talk about this manga. It's something we really liked, we really enjoyed. We are following it for a long time. But I think unfortunately because of cancellation, the artist had to like somehow hasten things and end it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Promised Neverland?
No, Cage of Eden.
Oh, Cage of Eden. Holy shit, yeah, that was a...
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'd appreciate Cage of Eden as much if I read it now.
Yeah,
I'm
now
not
I'm
sure.
not sure yet. Yeah, but I'm talking about at that point in
But at the
time when
time
we
we
read
read
it.
it was the
Yeah,
shit. It was beautiful.
we were so
Enemy, my god, it's a
invested.
name I haven't heard in a long
Yeah,
time.
we
Yeah.
were so invested in it, right? We should do an episode on it, but we are so invested in it, and we are
We should do
following
an
it
episode if we
religiously.
finish it again and then we're like, we did not like it as much in second, or maybe we will like it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably.
I
I'm not
really like
sure.
I really like the idea in my head still of what
do
Cage of Eden was.
you
That's
remember
really
anything? Can you tell people like a short summary on Cage of Eden?
Cage of Eden. Okay, so basically there are school students on a plane and they're going for a trip somewhere,
Yeah.
and their flight crashes into an unknown island. Now they have to survive in this island, and they're not alone in the island because there are all kinds of weird creatures, almost dinosaur looking creatures
Yeah,
that are
prehistoric
there,
creatures. Yeah.
and they have to protect themselves. They have to keep safe. There are other humans, I think, on the island, if I'm not wrong, and they have fights between each other as well. And they have to figure out how they got there, where the hell they are, and how they can get back to their homes in Japan. And they have no way out for the time being. They have no communication, no cell phones, nothing. They're cut out from the world completely, and they have to figure out how to do everything on their own. It was going really well until at least we thought it was cancelled, because
Yeah.
it's like going upwards. It seemed to be
Yeah.
a climax of the arc, and then it suddenly just went to the climax and instantly ended the show.
Instantly
So,
ended. Yeah, like they threw like 1,000 things at us, at once. Like that was
yeah,
freaking
we were
crazy.
hit with a ton of information, and then it just ended.
Yeah, I still remember the show was. I remember we were talking about this specific moment. I think we'll put up a picture later in post. So you were talking about a specific scene when he goes into this empty room and like not this empty when he goes into this dark room and like then there are like tons of drawers everywhere. Do you remember? You were telling me, dude, he's drawn it so detailed. All the drawers in the
Oh,
room.
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that scene? Yeah.
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 The art was really good. They had some weird creatures as well. That was
Yeah,
fun.
he did
Not
it
that
was
unique.
going so well, but then I think he
I
had
don't.
like got cancelled
That's
and
what
he
I
had
don't
to end it.
understand, because Cowboy Bebop got cancelled, and come on, we were. I don't understand. These are cult hits later on in the world.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
They're not appreciated at their time, but then a decade goes by and suddenly everyone loves it.
Yeah, I know,
If
right?
my non-anime watching friend can tell me about Cowboy Bebop, I'm pretty sure it's successful, because he doesn't watch anything related to Japanese shows, and he wants you to watch Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, definitely. No.
But anyway, let's get back on track. Mistakes in
Okay,
anime
let's get back on
and our
track.
real lives.
Hmm. What
I
comes
would
to
like to
mind?
say that I invited Audie for this podcast and he refused. So
Hmm.
he's just sitting here and listening to us, and he's going to feel bad about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
move on.
Nice one. Yeah.
So
So
Sid, what about mistakes in anime? You start and I'll carry on.
okay, you want me to start? So
Yes, this was your idea.
I was thinking about this, like what caused me to, of course, like bring up the topic and stuff. I think I don't. This was the biggest mistake that I can think of, like in recent episodes we've done, because like I can't think of all the anime I've watched, right? Because people make a lot of mistakes. So the biggest mistake I would say was the beginning of FMA, where they tried to get their mother back.
Jumped straight into that one, huh? Damn.
That was the first thing I thought, and I think that caused me to actually select this topic for the anime, because I was thinking what we could do. So basically,
Yeah,
like
well-
Ed and Ala, like there's kids, right? It's the first episode. It's the beginning of the manga and the anime, right? And
Yeah.
it's them try. Basically, they find out their mother died. How did she die? Do you remember? I forgot.
I don't remember how she died.
Yeah.
I thought she just died a natural death.
Okay. And then they basically they try to use alchemy to get her back, which is one of the things you shouldn't do. And
It's banned to do.
yeah, that of course goes wrong, and Al loses everything except his soul, and Ed loses an arm and a leg. And it basically starts off their whole journey in trying to fix Al and fix themselves. So that one mistake basically is the cause of the
Al's
whole
soul
show,
is
right?
put into a giant suit of armor.
A giant suit of armor, yes. S- Uh, So without that mistake, the show wouldn't exist, right? That was what caused everything that happened later on in Full Metal Alchemist.
That's true. And if
Hmm.
oh, for those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, it's Full Metal Alchemist, and it's literally the first episode. It's a great show. We have an episode out on it, and you should watch that.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a mistake for sure. I think there are
Mm-hmm.
a lot of mistakes in Full Metal Alchemist which are exploited by the author
Mm-hmm.
to make you understand exactly how bad things can go if you do things you're not supposed to interfere with. Like
Yeah,
it's a very human thing to say don't interfere with life and death, right?
that's true.
So so it's that carries on in so many different ways. Like even the homunculi, they think they're invincible, and they made the mistake of going and fighting people and killing people, and when others come to get revenge, they underestimate them. Huge
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah.
Envy, Lust died in such a bad way it just burnt alive hundreds of times.
Mm-hmm.
And even Envy, actually all of them, they just ended up being having terrible deaths.
Yeah, because
And
that was their.
oh shit, I forgot to say spoiler alert.
So yes, but that was their personality from the beginning because they were created in that way, right? So I think that's the
Yeah,
natural
that's
way
true.
they would
They
go.
do have the
Yeah.
sins. But all of them, I'd say, even though pride was a separate sin, all of them had pride in the way
Mm-hmm.
they were.
Yeah.
So it's like they had their original sin, like there was lust, but then there's also pride
Pride.
in
Yeah.
lust.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's hard to make an entire character out of only one emotion, that makes it
Of
a
course.
very one-dimensional character. So I think each of them have their fair share of sins, even though they're supposed to represent the main one.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a mistake there, and the first homunculus also made a mistake in thinking he could become god.
Yeah, and thinking he could
So
go through the gate of truth.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so basically, a Full Metal Alchemist is about mistakes, if you could say, because even with the human transmutation, where he makes Nina,
Yeah.
tries to fuse Nina with her dog, he just ends up creating something
Yeah.
way
Exactly.
disgusting.
And he
And
regrets it heavily later on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But the.
and that's the same for Ed as
Uh-huh.
well. He regrets it. It regrets heavily what he did, and he feels responsible for Add's
Exactly.
body as well.
No, but even FMA, like for the main protagonists, if we talk about Ed and Anne, like it's also about a mistake they made in the beginning, and the whole show is about them trying to undo that mistake, right? Get back to
Yeah,
it, like get back to what they're
yeah,
doing. It's not so much usually that we see like characters make mistakes and then try to improve or like like learn from that and get better. But in this case, because of the situation, of course, it's a mistake they're trying to undo. He's not
yeah.
trying
I
to
mean,
live
if
with
they
it. Yeah.
I would maybe if they lost only an arm and a leg each,
Hmm.
maybe they'd be like, hey, I still have an arm and a leg. Let's try something new.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he
Because
cared about his
technology
arm and his
seems to be
leg.
pretty advanced in his
Yeah.
in their world.
Hmm.
If Ed can go fighting people with that fake arm and the fake leg, there must be something really cool about it.
Hmm.
So that's also there. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's that was the first mistake that cost it all. But you could
Hmm.
also say that the main mistake in which makes FMA is Ed's father, who helps the first homunculus get out of the bottle, which is what caused the entire sequence to happen in the first place. So that too was a mistake, because he trusted the little homunculus in the bottle, and he was like, okay, I trust you. You're going to teach me cool shit. And then he took him out, and then he ended up killing an entire city.
Yeah, he ended up
So
killing. Yeah, that's true.
so if it wasn't for that, he
Hmm.
wouldn't have. The whole thing wouldn't have been a problem at all. Ed would have had to find some other way to get their bodies back, or maybe the
Yeah.
mother wouldn't have died. They wouldn't have existed. Ed and Al wouldn't have existed.
Yeah, they wouldn't have existed for sure.
Yeah, because their dad would have died a normal human death without becoming immortal. So that's
Yeah,
that.
so mistakes sometimes lead to good things.
So you're saying
Well,
the death of
if,
an entire city, then more cities after
no,
that,
no, no.
and the death of multiple people in the military being compromised by a homunculus, and then people being torn apart in front of them. All that was good.
I'm not talking about that at all. I was just talking about
How Ed and
Ed and Al
Al
being
are alive.
born. And of course,
Oh my
after that, they
god.
made more mistakes, and it kept getting worse and worse. But
Yeah.
in the end, it all turned out all right, didn't it?
Okay, if we're gonna talk
Hmm.
about mistakes,
Hmm.
I would like to ask you about one mistake which I think shouldn't have been done at all in Naruto. Spoilers
Naruto.
ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
This is what there's a term for this mistake.
Hmm.
It's called the Sakura.
Oh yes, the Sakura definitely.
Why does this mistake exist?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's a
It is a
mistake that
mistake.
helps nobody, but it's a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think Sakura. I don't know what purpose she serves. Did they just need like to fill in a character in Team
Sexy ninja
7?
that Sasuke marries, and they were like, who do we put?
Yeah. Yeah, Naruto is a sexy ninja when he uses that jutsu.
Well, I don't think Sasuke wants to marry him when he's in that form. Although
Yeah.
it would be pretty interesting for, if they were bisexual people in the ninja world, they would have a lot of fun in doing all kinds of things. You could just change into whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted, make more clones of yourself, make
Oh my
them change
god.
into whatever they want.
Dude, you're
It's
giving
like you could be
ideas to Naruto doujins.
no, I'm giving ideas for Boruto. Boruto introduce bisexual people, introduce gay couples, and
Mhm.
let them be free in their imagination.
Yeah.
Because there is
that's a good
there's a
thing.
jutsu for everything developed by Naruto. So the seventh Hokage develops BDSM jutsus next.
BDSM jutsus, holy shit. It'll
Yeah,
be like the midnight in Boku no Hero, right? Like that character.
yeah, basically. And Sakura.
Sakura,
It's a
oh.
mistake that commits other mistakes. Tell me
Yeah.
one useful thing Sakura has done.
Dude, I agree with you. Sakura has made a lot of mistakes. She is a mistake
Sakura
who's
is a
made a lot of
mistake.
mistakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
The
yeah,
only thing you can tell for Sakura is that she helped Chio beat Sasori.
well, no, Chio helped
Without
her beat
Sakura,
Sasori. I would say Chio
yeah,
helped her
but
beat
without
Sasori.
no, here's the thing. Without Sakura, Chio might have still beat Sasori, but with
Yeah.
Sakura, she definitely could beat him.
But if there was another character, if there was like a wooden dummy in place of Sakura, who Chio could control and
Same
kill
purpose.
Sasori.
Same purpose.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
What really pisses me off about Sakura is that in the final war, right? She gets Tsunade's healing
Oh yeah,
thingy.
yeah, yeah, that's true. The bindi,
I forgot
as
the
we call
term
it
for
here.
it. Yeah, that's the forehead mark, and it disappears, and she starts healing herself like crazy while fighting Madara, and she looks up to the backs of Naruto and Sasuke, and she's like, "Finally, I have reached the level of these two." And I was just sitting there like, "No, you haven't! Oh my god, you haven't done shit!" Because she's just there. She's just there.
Yeah, that's true.
She falls unconscious. Kakashi and Naruto have to save her. Sasuke was ready to throw her into lava. So I don't even know what purpose she
Nothing.
served there.
She was just there.
Through the entire show, she has done nothing.
Dude, she was probably like, I have survived, I have made it to the war, I am standing here, and I finally got one small power up, which was my ultimate goal. So I have reached that level.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I
basically.
mean, they try to show her as the new generation of the three Sanin.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
I just say three Sanin. Yeah, but anyway,
Hmm.
Sanin, and she just doesn't fit the bill. I think Tsunade is a great character. And okay, if anyone is listening to this and think we're sexist or something, it's not about that. Okay, it's not about.
Yeah, it's not
doesn't
about
matter
that
what
at all.
gender she is. Sakura is just a useless character. I think
100%.
Ino is amazing.
Hinata is
Tsunade
amazing.
Hinata
Yeah.
is amazing. Yeah, like Hinata had the guts to jump in front of the strongest path of pain and still fight him, knowing she
I
was
know,
going to
right?
lose. Also, that
Holy
Naruto
shit.
could be saved.
Exactly.
And Sakura, on the other hand, goes to Naruto and says, "Naruto, please fight Sasuke for me, please."
Yeah, dude. She's totally
That
useless.
is, and then we can go to the mistake that Sasuke made where he married her.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
legitimately did not see that coming. I was like, he's gone. He's out of the village.
Yeah.
For most of the year, you have a daughter who you're taking care of. By the way, daughter useless because she needs to wear glasses. With
Needs
the
to wear
Sharingan.
glasses, yeah. No, but the thing is, like, Sasuke never really liked her too, right? She was always like simping for him.
That's true.
Yeah.
She was always simping, yes.
Hmm.
But why would you? So if you knew someone was obsessed with you and you were anyway going to be out of the village for most of the year, why would you marry her and then go out of the village? It makes no sense.
Yeah, no
That is
idea.
another mistake Sasuke made. I
Mhm.
not. I don't like Sasuke in general in the first place, and this just made me like him lesser.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Sasuke did make a lot of mistakes. His first mistake was leaving the village.
Yeah, leaving the village indeed
Mhm.
was definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
Uh, and we can talk about how much of a mistake it was that Naruto ran after him for years upon
Oh
years
my
upon
god,
years.
yeah, dude, holy shit. It's like, please come back to me, please come back to me.
Yeah,
He
and
wouldn't give up, holy shit.
and he didn't even care about the other things he did. Like, just think about it. Okay, after coming back to the Leaf Village,
Yeah.
Naruto and his team at least, they took out the majority of the Akatsuki. It was supposed to be the strongest terrorist organization that made nations quiver in front of them,
Hmm.
and they walked up to those guys and beat the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Every other village just lost,
Just lost, yeah.
and the Leaf Village went and literally destroyed all of them. Take a look. Sasori, Leaf Village.
Oh,
Deidara, Sasuke, Leaf Village. You have Pain, Leaf
Pain,
Village.
yeah.
Hidan Kakuzu,
Hidan
Leaf
Kakuzu,
Village.
of course.
And you have Kisame who killed himself, but Naruto was basically beating the shit out of him
Yeah,
with his power-ups at that
exactly.
point.
Hmm. No, it was all,
So
it
all
was
these,
designed that way, of course, to show that these guys are strong, but yeah, definitely. You're right there.
yeah, but then it makes it seem like the other villages are useless.
Yeah, they are pretty. But they try to show these cool characters like, oh, look, you're so strong. Like, of course, Gara is pretty strong. I'm not talking about like, but like even
Gaara
like
is pretty
they show
strong.
like the Mizukage and like the Kage of the Earth who can basically break you down into atoms.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
even though. How like these people are so strong? Like how did they not do even the Rai Kage dude? Holy shit, that guy! What?
Yeah, Raikage he's just OP.
Yeah, did he just
He's
make
just
it that
crazy
somehow
OP.
it's like luck so that all these the Akatsuki only came towards the Leaf Village and didn't go anywhere else because they thought these guys are like weak or something? I don't think so.
Yeah, because everyone was against the Akatsuki in the end. Even though they hired them in the wars and shit.
Yeah.
They were against the Akatsuki. So if they wanted to, they could have taken them down probably. Maybe they were just like, I'll just get someone else to do it. I don't want to do it myself.
I know, right?
But I don't know. It was a mistake of. There were a lot of mistakes in Naruto as well, but at least the mistakes don't run the narrative like it does in some other shows.
Yeah, that's true.
But weirdly enough, the FMA is based on mistakes, but it's really, really good. And every mistake in Naruto makes you want to, hammer a nail into your head like Sakura. Like,
It does.
like how she went, and told Naruto that she loves him, so that he would stop looking for Sasuke, and
Yeah.
then that fails. So she goes with Kiba and everybody to fight Sasuke.
Uh-huh.
Then she puts them all to sleep and then tries to poison Sasuke. And then Naruto has to save her, and she ends up cutting Naruto with the poison kunai.
yeah.
And
Oh.
then Naruto had to. My God, that was a series of things that Sakura should just shut up about.
Yeah, she should just stop. She should just be like an NPC in Naruto, a background character no one needs to know about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they decided to make her the main character. It just makes no sense, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, come on.
It's
You have so many people you could
So
have given
many.
more attention to.
she's not even like a strong,
Anko,
powerful
you have
lead, you know.
Kurenai.
Yeah. Oh, dude, come
Yeah.
on. Holy shit. Yeah, Anko, Kurenai, so many.
Sid is a huge Kurenai fan, by the way.
Yeah, Kurenai is cool as hell. But
And
even
there are a lot of female
like-
characters. Sunade of all people.
yeah,
You can't forget the
Temari,
fifth Hokage.
Tenten, they have amazing characters.
And they chose to give Sakura all the screen time.
I know, right? She shouldn't have been part. She just got lucky that she got selected for Team 7.
Yeah, that was pure luck. I don't, maybe because of her grades. Well, I don't know what she expected in the first place.
Yeah, no idea. Sakura was
yeah,
a
no.
mistake. But
Yeah, even Naruto. Yeah, again, what I was saying was Naruto went and took out most of the Akatsuki in his mission to find Sasuke. He brokered peace with 4 different villages because of his actions towards the Raikage.
yeah,
He became best friends with the Eight Tails, and then he literally took a war by storm. and he started saving the world.
Mm-hmm.
And even at the end, even when they're fighting the damn war, Naruto's like, I'm going to team up with Sasuke. I want to
Yeah.
be with Sasuke. Like, holy shit, dude, just leave him the fuck alone. You look at all the shit you've
Dude,
done.
he
You've learned
was,
a Rasen
yeah.
Shuriken,
Oh my
which nobody
god.
has done in the history of life. And he's like, you know what? This is cool and all, but can I show it to Sasuke?
I know, right? He's always like, "Oh, I've been alone since the beginning. Sasuke, I need Sasuke to have friends. I always need Sasuke. I've always been alone." Flashback of him on the swings, feeling
Yeah.
alone, and then thinking about Sasuke and being like, "Sasuke, I love you. I need
And
you in my life."
here's what I don't like about that, okay?
Mhm.
If you look at the flashbacks which are given in Naruto,
Yeah,
Naruto is close to Kiba, he's close to Shikamaru, he's close to
exactly.
Choji.
Rock Lee, yeah.
He's gone on Rock Lee, yeah. He's gone on little adventures with all of them. He's bunked classes with Kiba and Shikamaru. They've gotten caught. They've
Yep.
pulled pranks and all that. And Sasuke literally ignored Naruto the whole time.
Whole time, dude.
It's just so happened that Sasuke's family got murdered, so Naruto was like, me and that guy, we're homies right now.
Yeah, I know,
Same
right?
bond. And I don't get it.
Disappointing.
How come you didn't think of Shikamaru and Kiba and chill with them? Let the Sasuke go.
They're much cooler than him, by the way. I totally hang out with them
Yeah, I
compared
know,
to
right?
Sasuke. Yeah.
Yeah. Sasuke seems like a very boring person to hang out with anyway.
He's like this emo, like pissed teenager. Like, no. He's always like, you look at him, he's one of those kids
Yeah,
who
he's
always
just an
say no
angsty
to everything.
teenager.
Yeah, very angsty. Like, Sasuke, do you want this? No, leave me alone. He's that kind of
Exactly.
person. Yeah.
Like he's the kind of person, if he's really hungry and someone offers him food, he'll just be like, and then they keep it next to him, he'll pick it up after they're gone.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's very
Sasuke.
annoying, dude. I hate angsty
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, we were angsty people once upon a time.
Yeah, we were angsty upon a time. Yeah. I hate my previous word. I wouldn't say hate is too strong. I don't like using the word hate. I would say dislike. Yeah.
Dislike.
Hmm.
Kirai.
Yeah. So also, since you're talking about Naruto, right? Do you think
Yeah.
Jiraiya made a mistake with Nagato? Or was that not his choice?
In which sense? Are you talking about when he went to fight him or when he went to teach him?
No, like teach him, that he didn't spend enough time. But he couldn't, that wasn't in his control. So
Yeah.
what do you
I
think
mean,
about
I think
that?
Jiraiya did a great job with
Yeah.
them. He actually took time out of the war and he taught them everything they needed to know. He made them proper ninja.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the goddamn line. What's it? Give a man a fish, he eats for one day. Teach a man to fish, and he can eat for his lifetime.
Exactly, yeah.
That's literally what happened. Like literally what happened. And he taught them survival skills, and he only left after he thought they could do it.
They could do it on their own,
Do it
correct.
on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had to go. He was one of the 3 legendary
Of course, he can't.
ninja
yeah.
who could have fought in the war. He couldn't have. I'm pretty sure everybody was pissed that he was sitting there with a few kids.
I know, right?
Who were orphans who might die anyway. And he actually went through all of that. And Nagato, the asshole, decided to go and kill him in the end, which makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah, he just
But
got
I think he
misguided.
made a mistake going into the.
Mhm.
I think he made a mistake going into the. I wouldn't blame him. That's not really a mistake because he's the only one who could have gone in and gotten out alive.
Exactly, yeah.
But if he had known about, it's like an L and light thing again. If L had known about light's powers, L would have won. Same thing. If Jiraiya had known about Pain's powers, Jiraiya would have won. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, Jiraiya would have won, definitely. Speaking of Death Note, nice transition.
Wow.
Let's talk
Smooth.
about the mistakes that Light made. Okay, the first mistake.
I don't think Light made any mistakes.
Dude, of course he did. That's the mistake. Biggest mistake was, I think, when he let L find out that the killer is like in Japan, like it's national and it's here near where he is.
Yeah, but that's not really a mistake by Light, right? See, here's the thing. Every time you think Light made a mistake, it's actually L being an extreme smartass.
Yeah, but Light is also, he's not like the perfect killer, right? He makes a lot of mistakes and tries to fix them up, right?
Yeah, but then if you look at it, it's all because of L. The reason you think Light even made a mistake was because of L. If L didn't exist, if the police were trying to, if the international cops were trying to, Interpol and all were trying to catch Light, they wouldn't have a clue about what to do.
Yeah.
it was just so that L had that idea of first putting it in one area in Japan and then go to the next area and then keep going that way. That was the main reason they could even narrow it down that quickly, right? And L himself said, I expected this to take a lot more time since I got Death Note Volume 1. I was reading that.
Oh, I see.
L says, L says we're going to do this in a lot of areas one by one.
Yeah.
But you responded immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
So according to what, it was a perfect bait by L, because he was like, okay, he's probably a student, he's probably in this some area of Japan. Let's split it into areas and try it out.
Yeah, but him figuring out that the killer is in Japan was because of Light,
but
right?
again, that's also because he saw the he saw the connection that the police didn't, where majority of the kills happened in Japan and then went overseas.
Yeah, then went overseas.
So he noticed that he noticed that the pattern was there before it became an international problem.
Yeah, but that's where I'm saying he messed up, because he decided to leave this trail before trying to. He thought of covering it up later on by going overseas, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He made at least and also I think even he gave a lot of clues to it later, like saying like he's involved with the police and everything, right?
Yeah, that he was just really cocky.
Yeah, I think that's what, when Light gets really cocky and like when he thinks, like when he gets his god complex, is when he makes, like you say, mistakes, if you can call them.
Yeah, I mean,
like hasty decisions. Yeah.
No, I don't think he. That's what I'm saying. So if Light had made mistakes, L would have caught him and wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
But the fact that L died in the end meant that Light managed to outsmart him. So it's not about mistakes. I think it's more about how they can affect each other, how they can mess with each other's brains.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move the mic a little closer.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, but there are these perfect masterminds that I think they do make slip ups. Like also another show, like just an example, like Code Geass, right?
Code Geass.
So when Lelouch, in the end, when he shows them that like who he is, like his origin, his true face and stuff, and they turn against him, like do you think he should have done that?
Yeah, I actually never understood the scene.
Yeah, that's very weird. Like of course, like it's obvious that once they found out who he was, they would turn against him, right? Because of his history and his origin.
I was wondering about that. I was like,
yeah,
why does his existence make a difference? It's a guy behind a mask. As long as that mask is being worn, as long as some guy is fighting for what you want, whether he's Lelouch or whether he's a random beggar you saw on the street last week, why would it make a difference?
No, that's because he's from the other side. That's because they're from what they're fighting to fix, right?
Yeah,
even
I
though,
know, but then
even though it's their fault.
So much.
Yeah,
already.
exactly. I agree there. Like even though he is from like the Britannia family or whatever. Like he is from there, and he's helped like try to go against his own brother and sister and everything and take down his family. I think in the end, them figuring out that he is this was, even though he shouldn't have done that, I think their reaction is understood because that's how people would react, like nowadays, even if they saw, if people don't care about that, like what good you have done, if they get this initial shock of you being from the enemy side, right?
I'm not too sure, man. What if I went to a Trump rally and I kept supporting Trump and then I put on a Bernie cap over there? They'll be like, haha, this guy put on a Bernie cap, but he supports Trump. America.
No, I think it's much more complex than that, dude. It's not just going somewhere and putting on a Bernie cap. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like, for example, if two countries are fighting and it's like country A and country B, and
please don't tell me we're going to go into India and Pakistan.
No, I'm not talking about India and Pakistan. I'm just talking about fictional countries here. So if you talk about country A and country B, right? So if a person from country A goes to country B and he's like, hey, I'm from here, I was born here in country B, I'll help you all fight country A. And these guys hate country A and they spend their whole life trying to take down country A. And in the end, if he reveals that he's from country A, they're going to kill him for sure. No matter how much he's contributed.
I don't understand, because he even though he is from the Britannia family, they would have been mincemeat without him.
Oh, definitely.
They wouldn't have gone anywhere close to what they got to by the
Yeah,
end of
yeah,
the
I
series.
agree. But then their initial rage just clouds all that judgment, just finding out. Like, I think that they thought was the biggest betrayal. That what? Your origin, you're from this family. They're like, I don't care about anything else. Like, you have betrayed us. I think that's how people think.
Like, oh, how dare you help us all these months while
Yeah.
being from the other
They
side?
just negate
Have you been
everything.
helping them?
Yeah.
No, you haven't been helping them, but you've been helping us, and
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like
My
that.
God.
Dude, that's just how they react with aggression from the initial shock that they get. They don't have time to think over they are where they are because of him, in that position to get to that point. But apparently that doesn't matter when you betray.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason they
Yeah.
even saw his true identity was because he saved their asses multiple times
Exactly.
and got them, and he actually got them diplomatic immunity and stuff like that just to make sure they could all escape.
Yeah.
So he's put in a lot of effort into keeping them safe.
No, I think they've just been oppressed for so long under this rule that knowing that the person who's helped them from there, they couldn't face the truth, so it just filled them with
Maybe.
rage. Yeah. It's just how people are in such cases, just how people react. We see it all around the world.
Yeah, but I don't think he made a mistake revealing his face.
Yeah, but that's the
I
expected reaction,
I think what he
right?
did at the end was the best thing he could have done. I mean, I would totally, if I got the power to be a dictator, I would totally do that at some point. Where
What?
where I think I'm done living life, and I'm like, I can't contribute more, and I can just do what's best for the people as much as possible.
Yeah.
I make sure that I either make the public think that I'm cruel, or actually do some cruel shit to make public opinion turn against me,
Yeah.
and then have someone kill me or actually kill me, and they bring in democracy. Then that way it goes from a corrupt kingdom to a democratic country, which will hopefully have hopefully have very less corruption. I don't know, it's a pipe dream. I'm thinking like Pain right now, but
Yeah.
well, he's had an impact on me.
Yeah, I don't think people think so much about in rage you can make a lot of, and in shock you can make a lot of hasty decisions.
Yeah, but if it's like, okay, evil king dead, what do we do now? We don't want another evil king. I know. Let's all vote on who we get. We should go back to democracy, and that'll be like,
Or anarchy. Let's not vote at all and own this country. Let's do that.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
to me.
matter to you. Yeah, you're out.
See, I'll just be telling people what I want to happen. If it doesn't happen, I don't really have a choice, do I?
Of course. Why are we talking about your dictator dreams?
Hey, there are people listening here. I don't have no dreams like
Your
that.
first mistake, wanting to be a
My
dictator.
No, my first mistake was actually. What was my first mistake?
What stands out in your life as something? Of course, I don't think you regret anything you've done. But is there anything you regret? Any
I
mistake?
don't really think.
Yeah.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
I have no regrets.
Yeah. So there's nothing you can think of.
Maybe spending too much time playing games.
Yeah, I think you said that in the beginning. I was thinking about that. So you think it was a mistake on your part getting so invested into like Dota and
Yeah, not Dota. I'd say Assassin's Creed has greatly disappointed me with the newer games, and I think it was a mistake to buy those games and
Well.
play them. So
Okay.
I love the older ones, but then the newer ones are a little questionable.
Yeah, but these are not mistakes that have affected your life in any way.
Of course they have. You know how much time I spent playing Assassin's Creed?
Not as much as you
I was
spent
like,
playing
the
anything
next
else.
one's gonna be so great. Okay, I probably made a mistake playing Clash of Clans. Holy shit, that game was addictive, and I barely made progress on it. Ugh.
You're just
In fact,
talking
it was
about bad games
you
here.
and a friend of yours who made me play Clash of Clans.
Was it?
And then when I was starting to level up, you guys stopped playing, so I stopped playing.
Yeah.
Then in college, two of my friends started playing, so I started playing again, and then they stopped playing again. And I was like, you know what? I'm never going back to this game. I spent months on it, and I haven't gotten anywhere.
My
I don't
God.
care anymore. And then Clash Royale came out, and we all started playing that.
Hey, that's what we do. I find interesting things, then I get bored of them, and then I move on. That's how it is.
Yeah, like Pokemon Go, how we used to play and used to have the special advantage of
Yeah.
traveling every day by bus, and you used to catch a buttload of stuff, and we would just be sitting in the back. But I don't really have any mistakes per se that I regret in life too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
My mistake would probably be not learning more about Japanese food or Italian food early on.
mm-hmm.
Like, take for instance what I ate for dinner.
Yeah.
I took some leftover rice. I added some salt, added some chili oil, put in some shichimi togarashi, and then just put in some spring onions, nicely tossed it all, added in some soy sauce. Done. I just had dinner like that. It was beautiful. Spicy, salty, and beautiful.
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
also put a little bit of MSG because that stuff
Mm-hmm.
is drugs.
Well,
Well,
that does sound good, yeah. But no, I don't. Why you never had good food before finding out about Japanese and Italian food is what you're saying?
basically.
What? There's so much good Indian food.
Indian food is okay. I don't hate it, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well,
I'm very picky about my Indian food, not so much about other cuisine. I mean, I am vegetarian, so
yeah, he
I
is
am picky
vegetarian
that
by
way
the
about
way.
other
Yeah.
cuisine.
Dude, that's why Indian food should be like your best choice because you are vegetarian because
Yeah,
it's so
but
difficult
see,
anywhere else.
there's so many other possibilities that I never considered because I didn't learn about Japanese or Italian food. Like, I didn't know what a proper pizza was. I used to buy those shitty pizza bases that we get,
Yeah.
ready-made pizza bases that's basically just bread, and I used to put in some store-bought tomato
Yeah.
sauce with a
Sauce
little
on
bit
it.
of
Yeah.
ketchup as the main sauce, and then I used to put processed Amul cheddar cheese on it, and that used to be my pizza.
No, that's because you
And
used to have
yeah,
bad food from like bad Italian food, right? But you still for example, you still like Indian pizza. Sometimes you still would totally go out and deliver it and order it and eat it, right? Sorry, not deliver it, order
yeah,
it and eat it,
maybe.
right? And also like
Maybe I think it depends entirely on the
you're
situation, though.
forgetting about this, but I know this. You love Indian street food.
Do I?
Yeah, you eat it all the time. You're always eating a bhajia pav or a vada pav or something.
That yeah, okay. And I haven't eaten those in a long time because of the
Yeah,
lockdown. But
because of
yeah,
the
I do like
lockdown.
that. I like
Yeah.
misal pav. I'm not
Yes.
saying Indian food is bad. I'm saying I
Mm-hmm.
like Indian food, but I like Japanese and Italian food more. They have, I think, overall better flavors and a better
Yeah.
palate that I
Mm-hmm.
like a lot.
Yeah, I think
I mean, I know
it's all.
some people who just swear by Indian food and
Yeah.
can't eat anything else because of
Oh
how
yeah,
much
I
they
don't
love Indian food.
understand that because like your case I understand because like as I know like you also have like a sensitive palate, like flavor affects you more than it affects any of us.
If you guys know Shokugeki no Soma, then it's going to be that.
Yeah,
The god tongue.
well you can call it that or the pseudo god tongue.
It is that.
But no, the thing is like there are also people we know who can't, like you said, can't eat anything except Indian food, but that's also being like because you're not like reserved, you're not like I won't try anything, I hate it, I can't, you don't like denounce it before you even try it, like you give things a try, right?
Yeah, of course, I
Yeah,
always give
like
things a
because
try.
I'm not a picky eater at all, like I'll eat everything, like I want to try new things and flavors and stuff, and like I don't have any like there are 2 3 things that I don't like, but most of the things I'll just eat it, I'm like yeah, it tastes good.
Sid hates ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup sucks, it always sucks, it's too sweet, it shouldn't be so sweet.
Tweet to us. Do you like ketchup or do you not like
Ketchup
ketchup? Tweet to
sucks,
us.
we shall not talk
And
about that.
if a lot of people say that ketchup is good, Sid will eat ketchup.
Yeah. See, that's why I like eating things from like I don't have any preference. Like I like this cuisine better than this cuisine because like I'll eat anything that's around me. Even though if sometimes I'm in a mood of making like sometimes I want to make some like good. Sometimes I want to make a good pizza. Sometimes I want to make like a shakshuka or something. Depends on the mood I'm in. Sometimes I want to make like a like sometimes I want to make curry shin. So it just depends on the mood and what cuisine I feel
Let's
like
not
eating.
talk about shin. Once this podcast gets over, I'm going to go straight up to the kitchen, make some shin.
Yeah.
I have a pot of vegetable broth boiling
Sorry.
away.
Yeah, so
But yeah, I mean,
basically
that's
it's just based on what I feel like eating. It's not more like me liking
Yeah, I mean,
one cuisine over the other.
I have craving for Indian food, but you do.
Mhm.
I live in a vegan household, so that I can't eat paneer or butter or ghee or anything like that. So that removes a lot of the alert to me.
Yeah. Press F in the chat
Because
for Brew living in a vegan household. No offense to
Because
vegans. It's
if I
just
eat
that he's not vegan. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not vegan,
Yeah.
and I eat naans with oil, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't have cream, I don't have curd, I don't have anything to
Yeah.
put in the sabjis. I
Mm-hmm.
used to love paneer butter masala and paneer makhni.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a thing in our college. So Audi, who is now dead in this podcast, but
Yeah.
Audi and a friend of ours, we would go to the college canteen every day. We would have one fried rice with Manchurian, and we would
Mm-hmm.
have one fried rice with paneer makhni, and it was
Oh
so good.
wow. Yeah.
I love the hell out of that. And also
Mm-hmm.
A1 samosas. For those of you who don't know what
Oh, that's
samosas
the
are, you can Google
shit.
it. And if you're in Mumbai, you should eat A1 samosa. It goes all over Mumbai. It is right
Definitely.
next to my college. It's the
Mm-hmm.
best samosa I've ever had in my life.
Best samosa ever. I think I like since you studied in that area, like in Sion, we'll say for those who
Yeah.
know Mumbai. And I never needed to come to that area because my college was always like somewhere else. It was either in Navi Mumbai or like in
Yeah.
Dadar and stuff. So I'd never really
Yeah.
tasted A1 before. The first time I tasted was like in Chembur at that shop. But
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
then I really liked it, and
And
then
you
he
fell
took me
in
to
love
like the
with it.
OG place, and I was like, holy shit, this is so good. And I used to go and buy like multiple flavors from there after that, like every single flavor I wanted to try that they had.
They have they have actually expanded. They have different types of bread. They have Italian bread. They have pizza bread. They have
My
paneer
god.
bread. They have all kinds of cool stuff. Garlic pasta bread and all that. They
Oh,
have
we
all
should
kinds
go
of cool
try
stuff
that,
right now.
dude. Yeah.
If this lockdown ever gets over, that's where I'll
A1
be
P
going first.
A1 Samosa sponsor us.
A1 Samosa sponsor us indeed. Fun fact: if you go there at 6 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
right before they start, they give you all the samosas that have broken off pieces or have burnt edges and all that. You
Yeah.
get those for free. They give it to poor people every day, and
Mm-hmm.
they often give it to college students as well because college students can't afford
Yeah.
samosa at that point of time.
No, I think yeah, you'll get a lot of that, huh? You take a lot of that in the morning at 6?
I didn't take any of it actually. I
Okay.
never reached college in time.
Oh yeah, of course. 6 is too early for you, huh?
Yeah, too
Hmm.
early. My classes started at 7 and I used to reach there by 7:15.
Okay. Hmm.
That's how I roll.
No, I think that's yeah. A1 samosa is really good, but let's move past like food. But I understand your point of like because sorry, getting back to the main point. I think because you were devoid of such things like whatever dairy, yogurt, and all this thing is because you started liking like Japanese food because you could just make something good with just like some MSG, some like shoyu, and like just mix in some vegetables. You could make noodles like just with bread, and just with dough. Sorry, just with dough, and it would become like it would become a simple dish that tastes really good, has a lot of umami, right? And that's what
Yeah,
made
and the
sense
thing
at
is,
that point.
Japanese food is either non-vegetarian or it's vegan. It's very rare that I've seen Japanese food that is vegetarian alone.
Yeah,
Because they either put a lot of meat into it or they put nothing into it. It's like really simple with mushrooms
like the
and
Buddhist
tofu
cuisine,
and miso.
which is like vegan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is that is really helpful. And Italian cuisine, while I can't have the cheese, I can't have the cream, I can have
The
a lot of
important part, I
pasta.
would say.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I can have a lot of the sauces, I can have a lot of the pastas and all kinds. And
Yeah.
also any other thing like Thai curries or
Mhm.
Indo-Chinese food, that's all there. It's just that Indian food I think needs to be, I don't know, for me it needs to be non-vegan for me to enjoy it properly.
Yeah, it needs to be non-vegan. I think I can't think of anything right now that's
But
well.
okay, we
Yeah.
have reached
Let's
we have
move
reached the
on.
1 hour mark. So you need to talk about what mistakes you've made.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot. We just started talking about food. This is a mistakes episode. Holy shit!
Yeah.
This became
basically.
our food wars episode, Shogi no Soma episode.
Okay, hold on. Before you do that, I have one mistake I made in life.
Oh wow! Tell us.
I read that manga you suggested to me, Ingoshima. Please do not
Oh
read
my!
it. I do
Hey,
not suggest
I
that
was just
manga at all.
suggesting it as a meme, dude. I told you it's a fucked up manga.
But you
Don't
still
read it.
suggested it, and I still read it, and it was horrible.
Hey, I love suggesting messed up stuff to you, and you know that.
It's just
I'm surprised.
rape, gore, and all kinds of weird shit. And I actually went through it, and I'm caught up to it, and then I
What?
never read it again afterwards.
I can't
Please don't
believe
read
you
it.
caught up to it. Dude, why would you
Well,
read
I was thinking,
Ingoshima?
okay, at
I'm
some
sup-
point it's going to get okay. Why would Sid suggest it? At some point it'll get fine.
Hey, remember
Well, guess what?
I used to use you as a guinea pig for watching shows and everything. I used to be like, hey,
Yeah,
what's
I
this
know.
show? It seems good. And you're like, it's terrible. I'm like, yeah, cool, thanks. I won't watch it again. No, but
Well,
I'm surprised you still remember Ingoshima.
I do remember Ingoshima. Anyway, you go. You go. What's your mistake?
I don't think like I'm similar to you. I don't know why we're doing a mistakes episode because I'm also like you know, like I don't regret anything I've done in life. I don't think
Do you regret being poor in Singapore?
I don't regret being poor in Singapore. I actually had a lot of fun. I
Well, that
enjoyed.
was an act that was a consequence of your actions in India. So that could be that you could regret that.
So I
if you
have
wanted
okay.
to.
So I have made mistakes, but they're not mistakes that I regret. It's just something I've done and I was like done with, right? Like so.
I know one mistake you
Yeah,
regret,
yeah.
but we
Wow.
shall not talk
This
about it
episode
here.
is just gonna be talking about my mistakes in life. My God, I don't like this. I set myself up for this. But the
You
thing
set
is,
yourself
yeah.
up for it, indeed.
So in my early days, I think when we were going to college, like when we started going to college, I started
Yeah.
not being interested in studying at all. Like I didn't want to even sit in class. I didn't want to pay any attention. So I think for a whole year, I didn't go to college at all. I didn't attend a single. I just used to like go
For
there.
a whole year.
Yeah, I just used to like go outside my college and chill with like my friends at that time. Like go around and
What an interesting story, Sid. What happened after that?
and basically it like the we had time for our board exams or like our final exams in the end, and I hadn't gone all year, and I think me and Brew went together. I was like, hey Brew, can you come to my college? I just want to tell them like to give me like the application form so I can at least attend the exams and pass, even though I haven't even
Hold on.
entered like
I
the
shall take over
college
this
yet.
story now.
Sure.
We
Be my
entered
guest.
the college. Sid went straight to the person sitting at the front
Yes.
desk, and he told him, he said it spoke in Hindi, but I'll translate it.
Mhm.
He said, I want to get the admission form for the board exams. And the guy sitting there looks up and he's like, well, you're 2 months late. We closed that 2 months ago. You can't sit for the board exams. And I was standing there and I was like, holy shit, Sid is going to be, he's going to try to convince him in some way.
Yeah.
He's going to do something. He must be freaking out. And Sid very nonchalantly said, okay, and turned around and walked out of the college. And I was standing still at the desk looking at him like, is that all?
Okay.
Aren't you going to try to get into the exam?
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah, dude, it's been 2 months. There's no way I'm getting
There's
in.
no way.
Let's go eat some food.
And I think even
And I'm pretty sure the guy who gave us our food, which was vada pav, for those who know it,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was also selling drugs in the back of his car.
dude, that vada pav was amazing. By the way, he wasn't saying drugs. The guy who used to sell drugs used to sit behind the college next to a tree opposite the. I think there was a police station also opposite the. No, there was a police station in front of the college, and this guy used to sit behind the college and sell drugs to college students.
God.
Yeah, but
You seem to know a lot about drugs, Sid.
what? No, what? I don't know what you're talking about. But anyways,
Yes.
uh,
I just say random shit all
yeah,
the
he just
time.
says
Don't mind
random
me.
shit. Don't mind him. But yeah, I don't see me not, and even later during my exams, like I didn't tell my parents. I used to lie to them and like just hang out with you or like just fake like roam around town, you know, pretending to give my exams. I've done a lot of terrible shit. I used to like print out exam papers. Like I was good at Photoshop, and then I used to crumple them to like make people believe that I've used it and attended the exam. But I just didn't want to like attend and study, and I think later during the exam I started feeling the guilt about it. But I think now I don't regret it. I don't think I don't. I'm actually like happy. I don't know, happy that I did it. That I am here now because of doing
Well,
such
you
things.
did end up in a college you hated for 2 years
Oh yeah,
because of it.
I ended up in a after that after everything bust open and my
After
parents.
people got to know.
I think after my parents found out about it, they took me to like 5-6 psychiatrists to figure out what was wrong with me that I didn't attend, you know. And even at that time also,
Poor
I kept
Sid.
lying to the psychiatrist because I didn't give a shit. I was like, I'm not gonna tell you anything, bullshit. And I just kept like, cause, and then after that, I had to go to like this terrible college in like this terrible place, which actually it worked out fine because I like also made
Do you
some good
regret
friends
that?
there. I also didn't attend that college for 1 month, by the way. And let
Sid is ballsy.
and let me tell you, the day I think I was only reason I attended it was I was outside somewhere chilling again with my friends, not attending. And then my my mother calls me. She's like, "Hey, where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just break time." And she's like, "Oh, are you in college? Come on, video call." I'm like, "Yo, what?" I'm like, "Oh no!" She's like,
Oh my
"Come on,
god.
video call now." Then she figured out I wasn't in college, and she's like, "You need to go there right now. Go there right now." So I was okay. I'm going. I'm going. I was walking towards college, and then as I opened the door, it was like college was had just ended, and all the teachers were like in the lobby below. And the minute I entered, they all looked at me like, "Oh, you're finally here!" Like
My
the
god.
time I decided to go, my mom made me go. Was the time like all the teachers were like right there waiting for me, and that was the day. And the next day, from the next day, I had to attend college because my dad used to literally drop me till the gate. First, he because before I used to travel alone, and he used to look at me like, "Oh, are you going? You better attend that." I don't know, like, I don't know why they. But it's just like Indian parents think, they want you to attend college or whatever. But
I think it's any parent's thing if any child did what
yeah,
you
but I
did.
was
No
not
offense to you
interested.
there, but
Yeah. But the thing is, and then after that, every teacher knew me. They're like, "Oh, Sid, you're finally here." Oh, Sid. And the students were like, "Yo, how does every teacher know this new guy? Like, what has he done? How is he so popular?"
in just 1 month, every teacher was against Sid.
Yeah. But some of them started to like me later on. Like, I passed my chemistry test
Did
without
they just
studying
say they
at all.
liked you? Oh, look out! We got a smart ass over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Anyway,
I no, I wouldn't call that a mistake because it was just it was just a reaction to what I wanted to do because I was bored of college. I was tired of like I think after passing 10th grade only I was tired of studying. I think that's when I like stopped paying attention. Like I couldn't like because in India you're forced to like memorize things again and again and again and like vomit
I
them
think
out on
that's
an
around the
exam
world
paper.
in general.
Yeah,
Very few places actually let you do practical work.
yeah, but I'm talking about like my experience, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I had faced, like, cause I've been to multiple schools, like, cause we moved from Pune to here, and in Pune also I switched schools. So I've always then at 10th grade finally I got like tired of doing that. Even though my school, the school I was in, was very lax, like they made people do more extracurricular than studies, which I liked. Maybe that spoiled me,
Yeah.
but
Definitely.
I just got tired of studying and doing the same. Like I had no interest in stuff like this. Like I still hadn't figured out what I want to do. I was interested in drawing. I was interested in animation. I used to still watch a lot of anime, but I didn't want to like study at all, like science and stuff. And it gave
See,
me a big
anime
headache.
it ruins lives.
I don't think it ruined. And I don't know, dude. It's just
Uh,
I just didn't want to
because of
attend.
anime, you didn't go to school.
It wasn't because of
You didn't
anime.
study.
It was just because I didn't want to study.
Kids these days, man. Kids these days.
Hey, it worked out well. Like I work in animation now. I got lots of opportunities. I learned a lot. I went to a design school. I learned so much.
Okay, this episode is ending on too much of a high note. I don't like it. I
No,
don't have
it's not.
anything
No,
nice
listen.
about my life to say, so you can't say good things about your life.
It's
Shut
not
up.
even a good thing. It's like in my design school when I started learning design, I actually did pretty well. I attended every class because I was interested. I wanted to do it. I used to spend all day there even though I didn't have classes, just talking to the teachers and
That's
like
true.
learning and stuff. So it was just what I was interested in. So I wouldn't consider that a like so-called mistake as to say, even though at that point it probably was. But I think it I look back upon it, it was something cool, I guess, that I did. I don't think it was a
Yep.
mistake. Yeah, but
Well,
so
there you have it, guys. Neither of us think we made mistakes.
no such.
This is what happens when you have really smart, enlightened people.
Yeah, of course. No, but there are decisions that you make
I
to
can't
do
believe you
things.
just agreed to it without saying anything.
Hey, you're gonna call me smart and enlightened. I'm not gonna disagree to that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. But of course, I don't think these things can be called mistakes. It depends on how you look back at them, if you like regret them or not, right?
Yeah, I don't think I regret anything I've done so far. Maybe
Yeah.
there will be something in the future since we're still young.
Yeah, no, like
But
most people I've
as of
talked
now,
to, like I talk like most of my relatives, and like so when I talk to them, right, it's mostly like my aunts and stuff. Like or my like
Yeah.
grandma's, like, or my, so I just, or my cousins' grandmothers or their aunts or something. So when I talk to them, I've heard this a lot. Like, so, like, arranged marriage is a big thing in India, right? And in the past, it used to happen
Yeah.
at an early age, and most of them just say like, "Oh,
In
I
the past,
wish."
it still happens at an early age.
It still happens in some place now, but it happened really early. So
Yeah.
like, most of them say like, "Oh, I wish I had like pursued my studies instead of getting married and having kids." Like, I've heard that so many times. Like, most of them say that, like, that they think that's their biggest
Yeah.
mistake and they regret it, like, to this day.
Yeah, but I think we are privileged enough to not have to worry about that. Neither of our parents want to get us married. My dad is anti-marriage, actually.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think even my mother or father cares what I do in life. They've just let me go because I fucked up so much. Fucked up so much. They're just like, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. No, but it's just, it's, yeah. So basically, I would call them, if you call it a mistake, I would call it like a good mistake, I guess, that led my life. Where I don't know where I am now. It's probably gonna lead somewhere worse or better, but
Well,
who knows?
basically, what you're saying is we have a lot of time to make all the mistakes we can regret.
Yeah, we still have a lot of time, we can still make a lot of mistakes, but I don't think personally there's any big mistake we've made that we regret. And like, even the small mistakes we made, right, bro, like, even like, if we are learning, so like, we have worked on so many projects throughout our life, right? We have done so many things together, and all of
Yeah.
them have failed, am I right? But
No.
but would you, I wouldn't consider them mistakes, would you? I would just consider them like little adventures, like little projects we did that helped us
Yeah,
learn
those aren't
about new
mistakes. We
things.
just did
Yeah.
something that, and we learned something new. That's all.
Yeah,
It's
we
fine.
learned something new and we moved on, even though they didn't become something. It's just,
Tell you what was a mistake. Audi leaving Weeb101.
yeah, or you will regret that. No, but again,
Yep.
that that was still like Audie's decision, and I don't think he regrets
He
it.
will regret it. When we have an army of 500 million Weebs and Audi is alone, he will realize that he can't take them all out at once.
I don't think Audie wants to be a weeb originally. I think we dragged him into this, and in the end, after a few episodes, he gave up. He was like, "Nah, I'm out. I'm not as weeb as y'all. Y'all are next level. I can't be that. I have a life unlike y'all." I think that's what he was thinking.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
he just probably let us go. He's like, "There's no hope in these weebs. They're doing something that's gonna fail again. I'm just gonna get out while I can." I don't know if that's what he
Well,
was
it
thinking.
seems Audi is messaging us as we talk.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
One, but
But anyway, we've reached the 1 hour and 20-minute mark here, so we need to wrap it up.
do we need
Tell
to
us
wrap it
about
up?
what your mistakes. Yes, we do, because we've been off topic for quite a while.
Oh yeah,
So
well,
tell us what mistakes that you
that
guys
you,
have
yeah,
made on our Twitter and as comments, and let us know
let us know what
if
you
you
think.
fucked up as big as us.
Yeah, no, but I think with these episodes, I don't think we need to be more structured and stay on topic. I think it's like just about
No,
like
yeah, it's not
going
about
down the rabbit
the
hole.
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just that we I think we should keep it at a like a bite-sized.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Bite-sized is the wrong word, but keep it like a digestible amount instead of going overboard. Because if we start talking about this like this right now,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go to a point where everybody's going to be confused and they're going to be tired of our shit.
Okay, yeah, let's, if people like listening to this, I guess if someone listens and they want more, I guess we can do longer versions
Yeah,
of these.
then we'll get
Yeah.
we'll get some feedback and we'll know what to do. Make it longer or make it shorter
Shorter,
according
yeah,
to that.
whatever. But yeah, I think,
But
okay,
this,
I think we can end it here. Yeah.
yeah, okay. And we don't have any recommendations this time because it's
Yeah.
just about
No,
mistakes. So
you
talk
can
to
talk
us on
about your
social media.
mistakes, and you can also let us know what you thought were like the biggest mistakes in a, because we only talked about like the much bigger series, the most popular ones, and what we think were the mistakes there.
And if you disagree with Sakura being a mistake, fight me online
Yeah,
at
fight him. Yeah,
Weeb101
fight us
podcast.
online. No, but yeah, so just let us
It'll be
know,
fun.
like us, follow us everywhere, and keep listening.
Share our content with every weeb you know. And thank you for listening for so long. And I
Yeah,
hope my voice is sexy with this new mic. Anyway, I'm Bro.
I'm Sid.
I'm Ode.
Um,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Ah.